All right, let's go ahead and play Ethan Ralph yelling about the Riley arrest. Now, we talked about this earlier, and admittedly, I'm happy that I don't know a lot about this situation leading up because it sounds as childish as fuck. This Eric July, some black dude who makes comics, and I guess he's supposed to be like really based or whatever. And a lot of people don't like him. They either think he's phony or his comics suck or whatever. I don't know, man. There's a lot of people who I think suck, and I just don't patronize them. I don't watch their shit. I don't.
If you don't like it, just go find something you like. Why would you make yourself miserable? Just go do something you want to do.
Especially when the guy seems like he's doing really well and making a shitload of money. I would never want to keep fucking with that person because it would make me look like, I'm not effective. Like this guy's still fucking making money hand over fist and I'm still bitching and whining and complaining and it doesn't seem to be slowing this guy's roll at all. So Riley, who's Dick Masterson's producer, and I've met Riley. I think Riley's a fun guy. He went to Eric July's event. He had a live event at some bar or some convention area. And Riley went there in a cape to stand outside and, just be obnoxious. Apparently, the venue owner had Riley arrested. The venue owner didn't want Riley there. He didn't want all these people coming in for a big event and seeing some guy in a cape screaming about how big of an asshole the person that everybody was there to see was. The venue owner thought that might be detrimental to his bottom line. So he called.
I think nobody would have noticed if you ignored it.
Well, he called the police, but it got around the internet, of course, that Eric July called the police. So if Eric July called the police, well, then he's a bitch and a rat and a snitch. And the internet loves stories like that. So they're like, I don't really give a shit if it's true or not. I'm just going to run with it. And this Eric July guy has told people, if you have a problem with me, pull up. Like he's tried to be really gangster about it. Now, two things about this. One, leave the fucking guy alone. Let him write stupid comic books. Number two, if you're a comic book writer and you're telling people to pull up and trying to sound gangster, fucking stop it. You write comic books. Like Stan Lee is challenging people to fisticuffs.
Excelsior.
It's... I'm not taking sides on the Eric July thing. Here's the side I'm taking. This is all super gay. But some people get really worked up and super passionate about it. Let's play this Ethan Ralph yelling about Eric July and Riley and all this shit. First off, Patrick, thank you for the $20. He's going, he's getting $50 to Stoney's Bar in downtown Rockville. The next two people who go on PayPal or Streamlabs and throw in that $20 are getting the same thing. 190 away from today's goal. We're a ways away, and we're 50 minutes out from trying to knock that out. 499. Oh, no, it was Scarface, wasn't it, who got the sippy cup?
Maybe. I don't remember. It might be Scarface.
Scarface or Sage, yeah. 499 from Scarface says, Eric July is a fake ANCAP who had Riley arrested when he could have easily disarmed him by buying him a beer rather than having him arrested for stalking. Now, what I'm hearing is that the venue owner called the police. So, and I believe the venue owner has come out and said he called the police. But yeah, I would say that's a good point. Like if I had somebody outside our anniversary show and they were like being a cunt, I would just bring him into the party and we'd all just make fun of him or we'd all just, point him out.
Have a good time.
Yeah. Like, I would agree with that. Like, but the thing is, that's if Eric July called the police, and it doesn't sound like he did. Like, if you invite him...
Getting dressed up to fight a guy having a comic book expo, or at least just trolling a guy having a comic book expo, seems like you have too much time on your hands. I don't get... Right. No one going there is like, I'm on the fence. Do I like this guy or not? Oh, Fatso in a cape has turned me.
So, Ethan Ralph went off on the situation, and it just makes it all seem... Again, so childish. Let's take a look.
Dick Show producer Riley arrested in Dallas, Texas for standing outside of the Rippaverse event and filming from the outside the event on the fucking sidewalk. he was arrested for stalking, allegedly. Outside this fucking event, full of E-celebs, full of con Inc. cocksuckers. Alex Stein right at the top of the list, but there were many others in there.
By the way, does anybody cut a wrestling promo like Ethan Ralph?
I don't think so.
This is like if I didn't know what this was about, I would think this was to set up a pay-per-view on Sunday. I would think that Ethan Ralph is trying to talk people into the arena to come watch SummerSlam. If I didn't know this was about fucking comic books and shit.
Who could have stood up and said something and said, you know what? Let the motherfucker in. You know, it's his home turf. Dallas is where Eric July is from. Rippaverse, the fucking shitverse, in my opinion. But I don't give a fuck about comic.
Now look. I know tensions are high right now. And I know tempers are flaring. But there's no need to call it the shitverse. I mean, guys, let's maintain a little decorum here, please.
You guys realize you're all people on the internet.
Yeah. Like, and we're screaming about comic books, for fuck's sake. And this guy's a fake ANCAP, and he's a fake libertarian. Guys, I've said that I have libertarian leanings long enough to know that in the mind of libertarians, there's no such thing as a real libertarian. Everybody's a fake
have you seen the libertarian candidate this year?
Oh, God. What a...
Are there libertarians anymore?
Oh, my God. But, like, everybody's screaming about what a comic book guy did to some fat autistic guy in a cape. And it's like, guys, there's no reason for this level of animosity. Like, we can bring this down. Like, this is all funny. You know, it's not like somebody got arrested in a house full of drugs, guns, and children, and with his side piece at his side. I mean, it's not like that happened. I mean,
again,
Jesus.
I don't know if he's doing a character or a bit, but
no, this is Ethan Ralph.
He seems like he's pushing it, like as a bit and everything, and that's fine. But if you were legit someone who got this worked up about it, all right, you got a problem. Let it go.
Comics? I mean, you know what? Who cares? To be honest.
There you go, Ethan. That's the spirit. Attaboy. I like that. I like that Ethan can turn it on and turn it off. Like, he can hit the brakes and accelerate really quick. Like, there's this bullshit and the Rippaverse or the shitverse. Fuck these people. Now, you know what? Who gives a shit? I don't really care. It's like, you know what? That's admirable. Most people can't turn it off once they turn it on. You know? And he's like, you know what? Fuck it. Who cares? This is retarded.
But I've seen what you put out, and it's complete trash. Batman, more like shit, man.
Well, again, Ethan, don't go too far where you can't turn back now. I mean, shit, man, is, you know, where some people come from, them's fighting words. Let's try to maintain, like I said, some decorum here. Shit, man, it's too far.
Is my fucking opinion on your fucking trash. Regardless, you had the home turf advantage. You had the chance to act like a man, and instead, Mr. ANCAP, Mr. Gangbanger, I carry a fucking heater wherever I go. You had the chance.
What, did you want him to shoot him? Wait, what? Did you want him to pull out his gun because a man in a cape was standing outside? Now, look, do I think the idea of inviting him in and like counter trolling him would be great? Yeah, for sure. He's outnumbered. That would be the move to make. Do I also, in a really cheeky, shitty way, think it's really funny to have a guy who's fucking with you arrested? Kinda. Like, I think it's kind of funny if a guy's outside in a cape and he's fucking around with you and he's like talking shit and you're like, all right, I'm going to raise this up to the next level. You're getting arrested by the cops. That's kind of funny. It's a shitheel move, but it's kind of funny. Like, you got him fucking arrested. The last thing he was thinking when he put that cape on was that he was going to jail.
Was he in holding for a while? Because I want to know, how does that go? Do you feel a little vulnerable if you're in like a holding cell with a bunch of other people and you're the only one who looks like a cosplayer? Like,
do you get to
seems like it might not go well.
Do you get to keep the cape also? Or do you have to take that off when you go in?
To bring Riley, just invite him in. Invite him in, make a mockery of him, whatever you want to do. But instead, you called the fucking police because you're a snitch fucking piece of shit. And you belong on the bottom of the pile, I'll just say. So don't get my...
What does that mean?
Look, when you called the cops on my friend, you You did me in the wrong way, and I don't like it when things don't go my way.
Eric
He's starting
July.
to bail out on me.
Eric July. Hell of a call to the cops on Riley. Yep. Probably the toughest call I ever made in my life. And I don't like it when things aren't going my way. Riley, you turn the tables on me. Turn the tables in the wrong way. You got me mad now. Fucking stupid.
Fucking Twitter account taken down, and so you can't silence me, so you can't call the police on me like you like to do everybody else. You're a fucking pussy. Your first move is always to call the fucking police, and you make me fucking sick.
If you smell, sorry, I feel like Ethan needs a catchphrase at the end of his promos because that's like fucking wrestling promo worthy.
It is very energetic.
Yeah, he's got the right energy for what he's doing.